Hello, let's go over how to enter payroll into the Wallace system. There are three methods that people normally use. Number one, they'd create a vendor record for each employee, and anytime there's a payroll, they would enter it in for each employee. The other method is they would create one vendor record that says total payroll, and it would make one entry of the total payroll. And then if they need reports on individual employees, they can get it from the payroll company. The other method is some companies can supply us a CSV file in a proper format that can be entered, automatically imported into the system. Okay, let's go over on how to set up manually posting employee information. From the payables, I am going into vendor maintenance, and I'm going to hit vendor maintenance, and let's look up Sam. So this would be your employee. Obviously, it's pretty straightforward. The only thing that's different here is this right here, GL multi-post code. I'm going to click on that. Now, setting up this template is very important, and our support staff will help and assist you in doing this. Basically, you want this listed in the order of your reports, so that when you're keying this in, it's really straightforward and simple. So you would put all your deductions, what the total amount of the check is, all that information here, you'd list it here. Obviously, this is going to have a 1 because that's always just going to be what it is. It's usually a credit. You would put in whether it's a debit and a credit and put in the proper account you want these entries to go to. Okay, let's go in and make an entry. So I'm going into posting, and I'm going to say enter a bill, and I'll just go type in Sam. Now, you have to put in an invoice number. That's mandatory. So normally you would key in the date. Description is not necessary. Normally when you're doing payroll, there's really no need to put a description in. This would be the total amount of the check. And there again, that's usually in the order of how you want this stuff listed. Now this is very important. You'd want to click paid because these are already paid. The check is already written. This is also a default. So the default tells the system whenever you're posting things in, how do you want it normally. Now, if most of the time you're putting bills in, you pay them at the time you put the bill in, you'd want your default for paid. But it's important to click paid here. And now I'm going to just say post. Wants to know what bank you're using. And no, we're not printing the check. The check is already printed, or it could be an auto deduction. So we're just going to say no. This would be normally the date of the check or the date of the deduction, your payroll period. So now, if it's an auto deduction, you would hit auto deduction. If it's automatically putting into the employee's account, you would click here. If it's actually a check, you would put in the check number. Now your template shows up. Now it's quite simple. We're going to go in and say, let's suppose, okay, the check was $2,000. And I'm just going to make it simple here. Total wages were $2,500. And the important thing is that you're putting in right from the report in the exact same order. And you need to be in balance. Obviously, we're out of balance by $500. And let's just go in it. And I'm just going to make it simple. I'm using a down arrow key. And a down arrow key again. And you can see I'm in balance. So now all I'm going to do is hit F12. We're going to post this. And we're done. And that's how simple it is. If you had 20 employees, it may take you 10 or 15 minutes to put this in tops. If you're just doing one entry for your payroll, then normally you would just do one entry. Okay. So that was all done in accounts payable. Now, as far as setting up your vendor GL information, basically that is normally done in General Ledger, and our support staff will assist you on that. And normally it's over here where it's accounts payable, auto post. And there again, I'm just going to look up, let's just look up and see what we got here. And these are all my things that are in my auto post. And if we look at our payroll one, here it is right here. Now, our support staff will assist you in setting this up, but this is going to be your Journal 7, which is normally what you use for accounts payable stuff. You can have a separate journal just for payroll, usually not necessary. This obviously is what the name of the journal would be here. And this would be where you would be putting in all your different deductions and entering all your different amounts. And there again, you can pick pick any account you want. If you click over here, it's going to go up to your general ledger account, and you pick the account you want. Okay, that's how easy it is. Give us a call if you need assistance, but this gives you a general idea of posting payroll into the Wallace system. Have a great day.